Hello, and welcome to G30 Learning Systems, India's revolutionary learning system in music. We are the first inventors of a crash course in India when it comes to quick music learning solutions. Now, I understand you must have a lot of questions like, whether it will really work, what kind of methodology is it, when internet is filled with so many types of courses, what is so special about it? And even if it works in 30 days, is it going to work on me? And all these kind of questions. We understand all of this. We've been asked these questions many times, and we have proven over and over how successful this methodology is, how it works. You can read the reviews on Google anytime you like. Now, I'm going to quickly tell you 3 points that sets us apart from any other course that is happening and the specialty of it. Number 1, the revolutionary methodology that we invented. Number 2, mantra. Number 3, we are 80% practical in our lessons, and we introduce only 20% necessary theory that is required for your course. My name is Sri, and I've been a coach almost all my life, teaching different things because I love coaching, I love training and development and research, this kind of work. Also, I'm glad that my life has given me enough chances to test different concepts, different types of things, adventure, and put together all that knowledge. We have brought it to this course that you're watching right now. Further introduction about me, my background, my work, and my music experience and the band, everything is available there in this small video. If you are interested, you can watch it. Now, let me explain that one by one. First is the revolutionary methodology. Basically, if you look at performance and coaching, there are two different things. No matter how one can play a football, it's not necessary that he will be able to teach that skill of his to someone exactly as he does to the degree of perfection. So no matter how well one can play guitar, it is entirely another ball game to be able to make others play. So coaching requires a different methodology. It requires a lot of art, passion, patience, and subtle ways of reading psychology of the learner. Now, interesting fact is that every other company, every other department that you take, be it airlines industry or manufacturing or F&B or tech companies, every company has one department that is the brain that's called learning and development, training and development, coaching. This department takes care of the learning process and the psychology necessary for the functionality and productivity of that particular company. Nobody has brought in such an approach to learning in music industry. For example, you must have heard theories like emotional intelligence, 7 habits of highly effective people, mind management, that is my own. There are these fantastic theories with which you can hasten up the process of learning and develop new tactics. So far, we see that in the music industry, everybody is using that very traditional old approach. Luckily, somehow, I never went to a school in order to learn guitar. It's just an accidental thing that happened to me, that I was a singer and I used to go to these competitions during my university college days. And I met another guy who came for that competition event, who is a guitarist, and he was playing for someone. And I happened to meet this brilliant chap, and we became good friends, and he was playing for a band at the time, and he happened to teach me the basics, and that's how I developed further on. And I say thankfully, because if I had gone to a school, the entire system that they have developed, which is age old, would have probably put me in a spot that you or your friends are. And when I met one of my friend's cousins who was just a little boy who came to me very depressed, said that he's been going to this particular school for 2.5 years, and when I checked his skills, he couldn't even come through half the song, and that stuff that he knew was very boring and very outdated. And obviously I could understand that he was very disappointed. It might have felt like you have to go through a lot of struggle in order to be a musician, through these boring dead exercises that make no sense whatsoever, in order to be able to enjoy one day that you wanted to. Now, that's when we decided we have to do something about it. And so we went around to some schools in Bangalore, and we checked how they teach, what is the system that they adopt in order to teach that. After 2 years of long research, we understood that what's going on there is absolutely so boring. It looks like a dead zone. It's like the graveyard of music coaching. They have somehow pulled up a system wherein they could get a student stuck for years and years together, banging on the guitar or, whatever instrument, and, going through these exercises that make no sense at all in order to be able to enjoy your guitar at some point in time after 3 or 4 years' time. I mean, does it really work that way? I really don't think so. For example, in order to become a good footballer, do you think they go through all these deadly exercises, cursing that every day, only to enjoy the game after 3 or 4 years? No, they start having fun on the day one. Yes, there are lots of things that they have to learn in order to, hit that spot up there. But then there is so much of joy, which is why you started playing, isn't it? That's when it came to us that we have to revolutionize this industry. We have to bring in a new language, new type of understanding, and you don't have to spend so much of time. And that's when we came up with this methodology.